Welcome to the Inc. Productivity Tip of the Day. Today's tip: emotionally intelligent people use one word to get more done with less stress. An expert opinion by Justin Bariso. As a business owner, this feeling creeps up a lot, but I've discovered a tool that helps me manage that anxiety and makes me super productive. And I've distilled it down to one word: sprint. Sprint is actually an acronym for short, protected, rapid, intermittent. Sprint is a way to reframe the way you think about your work. It's a reminder you need to organize your activities in sprints rather than a never-ending marathon. How can you use sprints to get more done, lessen stress, and avoid burnout? Let's take a deep dive into this technique and see how to apply it to our everyday life. If you enjoy this article, consider signing up for my free emotional intelligence course. A sprint, by definition, is to move fast over a short distance or period of time. You can't run at high speed for too long, you'll just burn yourself out. So make sure you take time to rest and recover after every sprint. And longer sprints need to be broken up into shorter ones. By helping and supporting others first, you help ensure that once you start a sprint, you can work head down. So communicate your sprint and do all you can to protect that time. Make sure you have a list to help keep you focused and able to move effectively from one task to the next. You can also prepare for the sprint by making sure tools, materials, and anything else you need are ready or in close reach. You can even break this up into 2 sprints, one to prepare, one to do the real work. Finally, put phones and devices away during your sprint and blast through your tasks one at a time. To sprint is not a panicked rush. Like an experienced runner, when you sprint, you move with deliberate speed, but also with focus. When you move in a rush, you add stress and usually make more mistakes. The best part is that sprints are flexible according to your needs and circumstances. A sprint can be 20 minutes, 2 hours, 2 days, or even 2 weeks. What's a 2-week sprint look like? Well, you may need to work longer hours than usual for that time to finish up a project or meet a deadline before taking time off to rest. Which brings us to the final step. A key part to the sprint is what comes after: rest and recovery. You can't maintain the pace of a sprint for too long. It's designed to be implemented over a limited time. By taking time to recover after the sprint, you put yourself in the right space for the next one. Recovery time will vary according to your situation and needs, but generally speaking, the longer your sprint, the longer you need to recover. A 1-hour sprint may only require a 10-minute break to reset. After a 2 or 3 week sprint, you may need to take a day or 2 off before you feel ready to sprint again. What do sprints look like in the midst of real-world chaos? Let's illustrate. Your spouse and kids are sick. Everything is thrown into chaos. Not ideal, but not the end of the world. You can manage your emotions and avoid panic and overwhelm by doing the following. Make sure everyone is taken care of first. Then, focus on your most important thing. MIT, the single thing you most need to get done for the day. Another example. You've got out-of-town guests coming, tons of errands to run, and a major project deadline looming. No stress. Just make a quick list of what needs to be done. Schedule everything according to urgency and importance. Sprint through each task, one at a time, taking short breaks in between. These are just a couple of examples, but hopefully you get the drift. Remember that sprints can be a part of your daily, weekly, or even quarterly routine. Once you learn to sprint effectively, you'll experience the following advantages. You'll increase speed and quality because you're completely focused on one task at a time. Research says multitasking, actually task switching, takes longer and produces worse results. You leverage the power of constraints to get more done in less time, and often in a more creative way. There's a whole book on this called A Beautiful Constraint. Highly recommended. You also lower anxiety because the overwhelming now becomes manageable. The breaks help too by giving your nervous system a chance to reset. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, consider trying your own series of sprints. Make them short, protected, and rapid. Then use intermittent periods of time to rest and recover. As you do, watch your productivity skyrocket and your anxiety shrink. That's it from Inc. You can find more expert opinions from today's thought leaders and business coaches at Inc.com. Enjoy your New Year's celebration. Come back Monday for another tip from Inc.